Hi, my name's Eric, and today I'll be doing my first brew video for you. Anybody who's out there looking for Chapman Mash Tuns, because that's what I have. I'll be showing you how I do my beer in that. And also I have an electric kettle and all my brewing is done in the kitchen. So it's all indoor brewing with minimal space. Today I'll be doing a 10-gallon batch in a 7-gallon system, and I'm going to show you how I do that. I'll be using a smaller kettle along with my 8-gallon tallboy electric converted brew kettle. So I've got two brew buckets here. They're each 7 gallons apiece. And what I've done is I've added a gallon of hot water or boiling water to each of these. That's so I can come up with my total volume at the very end of the brew day. These will be all cooled down and ready to go.
To preheat the Chapman, we're going to first need to heat some water up to 177 degrees. For this 25-pound grain bill, I'm using about 7.5 gallons of water.
I got a pump coming off my brew kettle here, and I attach it here, and then I just start pumping that water in.
We'll need to transfer that water into the mash tun and then wait about 20 minutes.
Go ahead and open this up. It's around 168 degrees right now. Checking to make sure the false bottom is connected to the bottom there. Valve stem.
Cast your head upon the waters. You don't know the path of the wind. Light is sweet like mystic.
I should mention that this mash tun does not have any heat underneath it, so it's all generated by the installation. So there's a really thick insulation wall that allows it to maintain that temperature.
So in today's recipe, I actually lost about 20 degrees when I added the grains.
You see that temperature is running around just where I want it, about 148 degrees. You can see there. So the lid just fastens on with these clips here. I'm doing this one-handed, so. But that's essentially it, and then we're going to go ahead and wait probably about, I don't know, 20 minutes and then give it another stir. So the next thing I'm going to do is put some water into the brew kettle. And I've got it connected up here to the sink faucet. I don't know if you can see that. Right here. It's a 1/2-inch connection. And I got it running right straight over to the valve here. Go ahead and turn this on. And as soon as it comes up to a good level, I can go ahead and turn the elements on. This is a quick look at the two elements I have in this brew kettle. It's using a 120 volt for each, and then I have them plugged into individual outlets on different circuits. So yeah, so that's the setup I have. Using the Inkbird system here, so pretty basic. I have a stick that goes in pretty deep there. temperature. This here is my pump setup. I have it's inline right into the brew kettle. Works really great because I can move the pump around. I can move the pump actually over to this vessel here if I wanted to, or even up here if I wanted to. So it's been about 20 minutes or 30 minutes, I should say, and I've checked the temperature. It's still pretty good. It's at about 146 degrees. So it's lost a couple of degrees in the first half an hour, which isn't bad. Over here I have my sparge water heating up. It's 120 degrees right now.
Charitable iniquity that gets us all through. Sun shining in your blind eyes, you try to fill the void with glue. Where the lies are left off, and there's been nothing you can do.
Sit for another 15 or more minutes.
We all are moving circles.
The first thing I'm going to be doing is moving this pump over to the mash tun over here, so I can start my pour lock. So I'm going to be doing this real slow at first. So we'll do this for 5 minutes. Just to clarify the wort. Essentially what I've done here is basically just hooked up the pump directly into the mash tun, and then I'll do my first runoff into the fermenter. The reason why I'm using the fermenter is because I don't have enough kettles or vessels here, so I'll show you kind of how I handle that, because I only have the brew kettle, which has got the sparge water in it, and I have this vessel here which has got my mash in it. So I'm going to be using the fermenter to start draining the first runoff here. So I'm going to start really slow. So I'm going to go ahead and just empty all the wort out of the mash tun, and then I'll show you what I do next. So I've got about everything out of the mash tun already. I'm going to go ahead and sparge another 3 gallons, or batch sparge, and I'll show you that. This is where that pump kind of comes in handy, this attachment. And I'm just going to do about 3 gallons of 170 degree water. And there you can see it going in there. So after I've put the 3 gallons of water into the mash tun, I'm going to go ahead and shut these valves off, and I'm going to move this pump over here and do another pour lock. So after we've spilled our 3 gallons of water in, I'm going to go ahead and stir this up. Just trying to mix these sugars around. Then I've got my pump attached here. I moved it from the kettle and pour off over there. Before I start draining it. So this is a 3-gallon brew kettle, and it's going to be used, to empty a total of 7 gallons here, plus 3 gallons here, total of 10 gallons. And additionally, I'm going to use this kettle as a whirlpool, which I'll show you. So I put the additional 3 gallons in. I'm going to go do my last boil off. So here goes.
Never reaching the sun, never reaching the sun.
About 10:43, which is not bad. This is the second running, so the last running. This is the third running, so the last running here. So this kettle goes. See, this kettle's way up there. It's like 1068. That's to be expected. That's the first runnings. Got this new camera. I don't even think I was filming that, but just in case I didn't, I ran short on sparge water, so I rinsed my grains a little bit more with cold water to the third sparge, and I need about 3.5 gallons or so. So I'm almost up to 3 gallons. As you can see, my pump set up on the floor, pumping up to the brew kettle here.
Prost.